Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl Nenye. Today I am going to be dissecting and giving more details on how to make your man more obsessed with you. That is if he's not already obsessed with you. Okay, so we're going to be learning how to make him more obsessed in the bedroom. Okay so if this video is something that will interest you or something you're interested about, then stay tuned and don't skip. Okay, don't move an inch. Get your popcorn and enjoy the video. So without wasting much time, let's dive right in. Now for my ladies, for my sexy mamas, for my beautiful ladies out there, if you really want to make your man obsessed, okay, this is just a tip. I'm not saying this to make you believe that, because Nenye said this, it means you have to follow every single thing I have said. Okay, just do you. But I'm just sharing this to get you, to give you more details or maybe a little bit tips that will be helpful to you in your bedroom matters. Now we're going to be calling it a game changer. Okay, this is like a game that you can play with your man. If your man is someone that likes spicy, interesting, explore, he loves all this, fun games, bringing in new things, then you might want to try this. And you can also have a conversation with your man before you try this so that you guys will be on the same page. It's not when you're doing it and you'll be like I don't get okay, so when you have done when you guys are done with the conversation, you're sure that your man is on the same page with you, then the next step is going to be to get what you're going to wear ready. Now remember, this is a game. Now you can tell your man like ahead of time, like 3 days before time, that okay, you guys are gonna be playing a game and it's gonna be a fun erotic game, okay, for lovers. So he should be prepared and make sure you're doing it when he's on his free day, but make sure you do it when he's free on his free day. So now you have to get like 2 lingerie or maybe 2 nightwear that you're going to be wearing for this, and I'm going to be telling you why. So when you have gotten this lingerie, make sure you get 2 colors that are very attractive. I always like red, and probably you can add blue or yellow, but red does it for me. So if your man is someone that likes red, you can decide to pick red or pick a color that he really likes. Okay, if it's blue, you pick blue and then one other color. Now when you guys are ready for the game, it should be in the night, of course, when everywhere is dark, sexy. Dark is like this thing about dark is amazing. Like be anything you're doing in the darkness, everything about darkness is so you have to do it in the dark, but not really that your bedroom has to be dark, like the environment has to be dark to give it that sexy spicy aura. So now you tell your man to lie down on the bed or probably sit down, so he has to be sitting to watch you. Now you, on the other hand, you get a chair and put the chair in a position that will be facing him, right? Just like I'm sitting, my man is going to be sitting in front of me, so I'm looking at him and I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. And then before you guys do this, make sure you guys have taken a shower so that you smell good. Now what you're about to do is a game that your man has to watch you pleasure yourself and in turn putting him in the mood, right? So you get the 2 lingerie or the 2 nightwear, whatever, and then you ask your man to pick one. So when he has picked picked the one he likes, then you go in and dress up in that wear that you bought. Now before you do this, it depends on how you guys want to play the game. Like I'm going to give 2 options. Now the first option is you have to write down everything you want your man to tell you to do. Like he's going to be the one, like I wouldn't say like a command, but let me just put it like he's going to tell you like this is the way you're going to do it when the game starts. Now let me give you like tips on things that you can write. Let's say for example, maybe you're going to give it alphabet like A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how you want it. So probably if you use numbers, you can be like, okay, number 1, maybe what you're going to write in number 1 is slowly take off your brassiere, like your bra, or it's going to be slowly run your palms through your babies, your boob, right? Or maybe number 1 or number 3 is going to be slowly pull your hair down, pull it down, and then start to moan. or maybe your number 10 is going to be like, slowly place your hand, your finger, your index finger, and start to massage your thighs until you get to your cleat. These are things that you can write in those things. Now you're going to write them beforehand, before you guys start the game, and then you write them like numbers. But if you don't want to do that, you can then decide that you're going to be doing it without, and your man is going to be watching, and then you're going to be telling him what next. Like, let's say if you don't want to write it down, let's say when you start, okay, you went in and you wore the nightwear, okay, and then you then sit down on the chair that you placed in front of him. Then you start. Make sure you pull your hair up, okay? If you're an African like me, if you made this kind of hair, you can pull it up. But if you're on low cut, that's fine and good. It doesn't matter, okay? You're still beautiful and amazing, all right? Then you pull your hair up, and then before you start, you get a massaging oil and place it beside you. Now you pull your hair down, so it's going to be flowing down, because, you know, ladies, you know, it looks amazing. And if you want to leave your hair up, it's good and fine. Do you remember? Now the massaging oil, when you're done with your hair and then you're sitting, remember you have to be, you know, soft, feminine. Okay, it's about to rain, okay, in case you start hearing then you get the massaging oil, and then you let your man watch you, okay? Then you start massaging. You place your leg on the bed, and then slowly start massaging your leg, you know, till you get to those your private areas, and then you can, you know, slowly. Then if you don't want to, maybe you can just massage your legs, massage your body. Why you're rubbing that cream is to make your body all wet and slippery, and, you know, so that when you guys start the do, your body will be doing meow meow meow, you know, that kind of thing. Now, if, like I said, if you don't want to write down what the man is going to say, then you can do this. When you're done with the massaging, or you now tell him, you now ask him, like, with a seductive voice, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want to see? Like, you can say it in a, you know, I have my own voice. This voice I'm using is not the voice I'm using top. But when we're in the bedroom, so you have to have your own voice. I'm not saying you have to pretend, but, you know, every woman has that voice that they use in the inner room that is different from, you know, the normal. Right now, you now use your voice and be like, ask him what you want. What does he want you to do? Like, what does he want to see? Okay, then he cannot be like, okay, I want you to touch your, place your hand on your blah blah blah, I want you to touch your blah blah blah. He's not the one telling you. That is another way you can do this game. Or you can just, if you just want to make it simpler for yourself, you just write it down, then tell him, place it maybe in a bowl or something, then tell him to pick each number, any number he wants. If he picks number 3, you have to do what number 3 says. If he picks it, then this is how you're going to continue and continue and continue till you're done removing all your clothes. That is what you're writing inside there, right? Okay, even if you're not telling him, you can now be like, maybe you're still wearing the lingerie, then you can now ask him, like, what do you want me to do? Then he tells you to take off your blah blah blah, your lingerie, take this one up, you know, do this one, do that one, and that one. That is if you don't want to write it down. All right, now when you're done making sure that everything is off your body, that is what you're writing down in that note, but you're doing it. Then you spread your legs the more, and then you start to touch yourself. Make sure you write it down in one of those papers. Maybe even if he picks it, but why I prefer you to do the first one, which is like, you don't need to write it down, you just start, you know, guide yourself, and then now ask him what to do, because at least it will get to a point at the last point where you now have to be the one, like, it gets to a point where you now have to start touching yourself for him, now motioning him to come to you, right? But writing it down, maybe he might pick number 10 before the game starts, and then you have to start touching yourself, because you have to do exactly what you wrote down on the paper. So it depends on you how you want. If you don't want to write it in the paper, maybe when you just write down, like, you taking off your clothes, like maybe he starts with take off your blah 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 blah, then you can just leave out the last part. Then when you're done taking off everything, then you can now start touching yourself. I don't know if I'm making sense. So when you're now done, and then it gets to a point when you now start touching yourself, you can either motion him to come to you, or you come to him, and then you start the knackathon. The knack, and I go start with the knack on yourself. Knack, in case you don't understand broken, it means you guys now start doing the, you know, mommy and daddy stuff. And when you guys are done, whew, the game is over. You guys can decide to maybe play it another time, but not like doing it all the time, because it might get bored. You have to do it like once in a while when you guys are like involved, right? And remember, when you're doing this, I forgot, put on the music. Okay, you have to put it on repeat, so that you not have to, when it finishes, maybe you are listening to then you start listening, you know, to spoil the mood. You have to put it on repeat, you know, or you reshuffle your music in such a way that all the music you want is gonna be on play, right? I hope I made sense, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, I'm gonna be seeing you guys in my next video, right? I hope this was interesting. If you watched up to this moment, please don't forget to don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and also share, right? See you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye bye.